Hello, I'm Peppy. I'm feeling a little bit different today. Wanna know why? Know why? Ah, ah. Do you like the new threads? I'm an engineer now. Um, and of course I made this skin myself, and I am pretty proud of it. Oh wait, let me stand over here. Huh? Pretty proud of it, and yeah. Since we are starting, or well, technically we already started with the building of this house and whatever, but a new series about engineering. So I thought I would look the part, and yeah. I'll just take the camera. Anyway, so since last episode, I haven't really done anything. Uh, we're gonna start just about now. But I did add a bell because I found one while I was exploring. I was trying to find some land, some mountains, mountains with a river, which I realized they don't really like form in Minecraft. Only like one block wide waterfalls. Um, but that is fine because somewhere around here, I think just about here or maybe a bit further, I am going to build the thing that is in the thumbnail. You know what that? Oh, I should stand in the sun actually. You know you've seen the thumbnail. You know what I'm building. But before I do, I am going to get some better gear and stuff. Wait, don't need those two. I should now have the right ingredients to craft a enchanting table. Um, Excellent. So where should I actually put this? Library. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, okay. Wow. That is very wow. We are going to lock in this librarian's trade. Uh, because that is incredible first price. Where is he? There we go. Alright, there we go. Right. Now since I'm back here, the fog is kind of like just obstructing my house a little bit. But that's actually because as I said in my last video, I am a B-dubs fan, and he says that like you got to view your builds at a distance where the fog kicks in. Um, Now since it doesn't like sort of make my build look so grand as his does, because of course it is a simple shape. It's just like a basically a really thin pentagonal prism, um, which is not like it doesn't have any jutting out bits really. So yeah. Last episode, I obviously built this house. But one thing that I failed to remember to do is to sort of like go through my thought process of when I was making the house. Um, because that's actually like again like it's similar to what B-dubs does. Basically, first of all, right, you can see this big, I'll go in first person, you can see this stone, um, well, this stone, the part with stone bricks, you can obviously, like, I might have some reference, pictures on the screen, but I wanted to make, like, that sort of stone brick kind of especially on the corners where like visible on the corners, that kind of lower section, and then extending one block out from it, like above it, is the main iconic Tudor style walls with the white and the wooden framing. And then I went for, I'll just pop out into free cam. I went for a like tall-ish, like a one up, one across, no, two up, one across kind of roof with the deep slate tiling. And hello, and um uh, brick a brick chimney, which, as you can see, it actually goes through the house, like as it should, down into this really big man. I think it's called a mantle. Um, and like a fireplace, I mean. And on the other side is obviously my furnace, which I tried to make this sort of look like a pizza oven, kind of. I think you can kind of tell what it is. And ideally that would, uh, some smoke would probably come out here or go through the chimney. It's like, well, it's not, it's very unconventional, so, um, however you want to interpret it is correct for you. But yeah, that's basically, I tried to add some details like, a lantern hanging down here, the shutter windows, and then these fence gates as sort of little supports for the roof, and then I've got the spikes, like the curved spikes on the roof. That's something I like to do. And then obviously recently I added a bell, as I said, and some windows. Well, like the windows up here are pretty much just all shutters. And then, and also the create mod or the creator deco add these window blocks. And yeah, windows down here are more like conventional. This one, except for this one, I mean, is my own unique sort of thing. It's a one single window coming down from the top, held up by chains, which I think looks nice. I do realize that the chain sort of, as well as up here, they sort of blend in with the grey. But I don't really care. I mean, like you can probably tell that it is, hanging obviously from something, from chains. But yeah, I do one thing that I do one thing that I want to add is actually a little porch. I want to first of all separate this sort of bit of land, just like a one block little indent, because it's already kind of separating here, as you can see, and I wanted to, just add a little porch. And so I'll do that now. I think that is good enough for the porch. I need to put the door back on, of course, and that is my upgraded new house complete. I just think it adds like a little something something. It honestly, in my opinion, it makes a house feel like a home. Like, there's that saying. Now, you've already seen the title and thumbnail of this video, so you'll know that this episode is basically based around this, or at least this building's this video's build, which we are going to build somewhere over there. And yes, now we have the actual wheel. We can get to building it. I am now going to begin building the watermill. Right, well, uh, yeah, I have basically finished the watermill now. There are, of course, still, of course, with my architecture, there are still some things that I need to do, inside. First of all, this machinery is not finished. There are still two things I need to add here, and also I'm going to build like a sort of frame around it. But before I do, I just want to quickly explain um, that. So first of all, outside we have a pipe that is sort of sucking up water from down in the ground, and it's sort of supported by the wall and by this weird thing. And then here we have just like a little brick wall to sort of seal off this corner. But here is the actual wheel. So obviously the water is being sucked up, like allegedly being sucked up through the ground into the pipe and out onto the wheel. I still need to sort of transport this off, like over here maybe, but that's for the near future. Um, but anyway, so the water wheel, it goes into it powers this cogwheel, which gets the sort of axis of rotation gets changed to vertical. This cog is just for looks. But anyway, the big one powers these two little ones, and these so it's speed. These ones are going faster than these. And then again, the same thing happens to this little cog, and that one is powering a a millstone. Well, soon it will be up above. Here, I need to put a stressometer and a speedometer because it really sells the look of the like machinery and also is very helpful. Um, so as you can see, I put these like wooden frames in around the cogwheels. And I think it sort of makes it look, more like machinery. Although there is still one more little detail. Oh, hang on, there are shafts missing. How did I not notice that? Right, so I've got these wooden brackets, and if I just uh right click the shafts, you can see it sort of like attaches them sort of to the casing in the center, and in my opinion it just makes it look, even more, just a little bit more like sturdy, and like, doesn't that look pretty good sort of machinery? Of course, there is yet again more to do in here because it's pretty empty. Plus, the ground is still grass. Um, the floor, and I do also have like some little details to put in the corners. But before I get onto that, first I will show you the upstairs. So if we go around the back, you can see that there is like an opening with a ladder, and this is called, this thing here is called like a block and tackles, I think. Also, I called it a rope and pulley. But obviously I don't really know what to put on the end there, so it doesn't really have anything. But if we just climb up here, Again, this is very empty. But I'm going to put, again, things in the corners. You might be able to guess what. But yeah, so lanterns, the main shaft, as you can see, the main shaft here goes up into this just like casing. I uh, I took it as like I took this from my inspiration, which I don't know if I already mentioned, but I'll put it in the description. It's a Watermill, and I quite moderately based this build on that. Um, so right in the middle here is where I need to put uh, the millstone, because this is a water mill. Of course I do need a millstone, and very simple recipe actually. I can I make that right now? I'm pretty sure I can actually. Here is the millstone. Um, so as you might know, this is used not only is it used for crushing or grinding wheat, but it's also used for like dye and a lot of stuff in this mod. But yeah, so I will of course decorate this place to look like it's obviously mainly for um like wheat, and uh, basically, the decoration will be just like, putting hay bales in like the corners to sort of signify that, we're just storing some wheat or some hay or whatever aside that we can put, and I put probably more actually should put it up um, on the second floor, second story technically. Um, but yeah, when I get enough of it, I can actually show you the where is it? This is the like schematic, so the blueprint sort of thing for the build. As you can see, some different colors around here. But yeah, so taking a moment to sort of step back from the build and to sort of just admire it, to look at it. Um, I would appreciate any thoughts, suggestions about the look of this build. The function is like basically well, that's already taken care of. Um, but yeah, the look is the main thing because you know it's I built the whole thing um just to be something nice to look at, and I think I did a good job. If I didn't already sort of show the reference like images on screen, then I probably will maybe now, or I don't know. Um, but yeah, of course I need to change this floor to be like, I was thinking maybe stone or maybe something else. It was sort of like a concretey stone sort of thing in the reference, but I don't know, it kind of blends in with the walls too much in my opinion. Um, and up above, of course, I need to do the little details here and there. Uh, But yeah, I guess like I there is still something to like some more things for me to do, such as oh my goodness, I need to take that down. That looks, oh my. Anyway, I need to make. I promised, like I didn't promise. I said last time that I would make a little clock, create mod clock, cuckoo clock. Um, this thing, and I didn't, yet in this episode, so I will, because now I do have andesite casing, I think. I mean, like I have made it. So we have the cuckoo clock. Now as to how to power it, I was thinking either I put it up there, so in the wardrobe, as I said in last episode, or well, I mean, the way that would be powered is I would probably put like some windmill here, which kind of would look good-ish because that's a plain wall. But I thought for now, for a little added bit of detail, I could put it in this building. Because you might have seen I have this little table. If I just put it there, it kind of looks like it's sort of being worked on. Because it kind of is. Like I still need to figure out how to put it to use. But yes, I did also want to make in this episode a water well. And like I mean there are quite actually a few little things that I would like to do, such as make better paths and light lamp post things, like just curving over the paths here. But I think that I will make a water well, but that'll be the last thing I'll do in this episode. Okay, so hang on, yeah. So I have made a little. I'm very annoyed by this. I made a little water well, or I should just call it a well, maybe. And it's like the roof. You can tell it's not the most conventional of um wells, but I uh, the reason why I did like this is because first of all, usually I'm going to be coming at it from either this house or that thing, that watermill, and so this angle, and also if let me just sleep. If like I'm walking from the village, then I'm going to be coming at it from this angle, and so I made it so that sort of it goes up a bit at these heights, but I mean still really you don't really need that anyway, do you? Um, well, that's fine. But anyway, now I need to make the actual water bit. Lovely. All right. So this well is pretty much done. Again, any thoughts or suggestions about this roof, because it is like quite a bit sort of flat. I mean it kind of works, but yeah. It's done. In the next episode, I will tackle, like, I'll probably tackle these pathways, and also some. I'll do some street, like well, basically some street lamps, but more of the like a medieval kind. Um, and yeah. Before I end the video, I would like to mention quickly that if you don't know, I have a Discord server, and it's like it's not empty and it's not like quiet, but I just thought if any of you like really enjoy my content, or like if you've watched multiple of my videos, maybe you would like to join my Discord, and I'm sure the other members, as well as me, of course, will give you a warm welcome. Um, and yeah, maybe you can like help me with my upcoming videos. Um, and yeah, I guess with all that said, this video is nearing to its end. Um, and we just to recap, we I can't really get far enough for any fog to kick in, except maybe if I like get up here, maybe. No, not yet. But well, anyway, to recap, we've built the this water mill, and it's churning out some power up to the millstone, way up in here, which we can use for you know, making super glue and different dyes and all sorts of things. And yeah, we've also made this a nice little well. I always like making a well. It's a nice way to get an infinite water source. And it's quite therapeutic actually, just making a little well. Oh my, I really need to uh cut that down. But yeah, we've also made a porch. But besides that, that's about it. Not too little and not too much, I think. And yeah, I guess this video is becoming a bit long, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, until the next episode, stay peppy.